I was 32 years old, standing in my tiny apartment kitchen at 2 a.m. over a job rejection letter. I thought my life was over because I didn't get that promotion I'd been chasing for months. If I could go back and sit with that young woman, I'd tell her something that would have saved her years of anxiety. Honey, this rejection is redirecting you towards something so much better. At 73, I've learned that most of what we stress about in our 30s either never happens or turns out to be a blessing in disguise. The career setbacks led to better opportunities. The relationships that ended made room for deeper love. The financial worries taught me what really mattered. Today, I'm sharing the 7 most important life lessons I wish someone had whispered in my ear when I was 30. These aren't just feel-good platitudes. They hard-earned wisdom that could have saved me decades of unnecessary worry and helped me enjoy the journey so much more. Before we dive into these life lessons, let's center ourselves with a simple practice that I wish I'd started at 30 instead of 60. Body scan breathing exercise. Sit comfortably and close your eyes if that feels good. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2. And release through your mouth for 6 counts. Perfect. Now starting at the top of your head, just notice how you feel. Don't try to change anything, just observe. Notice your forehead. Is it tense or relaxed? Your jaw, are you clenching it? Your shoulders, are they up near your ears or settled down? Breathe into any tight spots and just say thank you to your body for carrying you through all these years. Move down to your arms, your chest, your back, your legs. This body has been your faithful companion through every joy and challenge. Take 3 more deep breaths, wiggle your fingers and toes, and gently open your eyes. Gratitude reflection. Here's your gratitude prompt for today. Think of these 3 things. 1 person from your past who shaped you in a positive way. 1 challenge you faced that made you stronger. 1 simple pleasure you can enjoy right now. The younger version of yourself was probably so focused on what was missing that they missed what was already beautiful. Don't make that mistake today. Here are the 7 lessons I wish I could have learned at 30. Lesson 1. Your timeline isn't everyone else's timeline. I spent my 30s panicking because friends were buying houses while I was still renting, having babies while I was still figuring out my career. I didn't know then that some of the best things in life come when you least expect them, not when society says they should. Lesson 2. No is a complete sentence. At 30, I said yes to everything, every committee, every favor, every social event I didn't want to attend. I thought being helpful meant being available to everyone. I learned too late that saying no to good things makes room for great things. Lesson 3. Your body is not your enemy. I wasted so many years fighting my body instead of partnering with it. Every wrinkle felt like a failure, every pound like a personal deficit. Now I know, your body is not ornamental, it's functional. Treat it with respect, not judgment. Lesson 4. People's opinions of you are none of your business. At 30, I choreographed my entire life around what others might think. I dressed for them, decorated for them, even chose vacations based on what would look good in photos. The freedom that comes from realizing most people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are. Priceless. Lesson 5. Failure is redirection, not rejection. Every door that slammed shut in my face was actually pointing me toward the right path. That job I didn't get led me to meet my husband. That business that failed taught me skills I used later. Trust the process, even when you can't see where it's leading. Lesson 6. Relationships require maintenance, not perfection. I thought good relationships should be effortless. I learned that every meaningful connection requires intention, forgiveness, and the willingness to show up even when it's inconvenient. Lesson 7. Today is the day you've been waiting for. Stop saying when I retire, when the kids are grown, when I lose weight. The life you're waiting to live is happening right now. Don't defer joy. Let me share a financial lesson that took me 40 years to learn, and I hope it serves you better than it served me. The enough principle. I spent my 30s and 40s chasing more salary, more savings, more stuff. But I never defined what enough looked like. Here's what I wish I'd done. Sit down at 30 and write out exactly what a comfortable life meant to me in real numbers. How much did I need for housing, food, healthcare, and a few simple pleasures? Once I knew that number, everything above it could be enjoyed guilt-free or saved purposefully, instead of this endless anxiety about never having enough. My friend Martha's story. Martha worked 2 jobs for 20 years, saving every penny for retirement. She had $800,000 saved by 65, but was so afraid to spend any of it that she lived like she was broke. She bought expired food, never traveled, wore the same 3 outfits for years. When she died at 78, she still had $750,000 in the bank. Her nephew inherited it and immediately took his family on a European vacation, something Martha could have enjoyed for decades but never allowed herself. Practical tip. Create what I call the peace of mind budget. Calculate exactly what you need for basic security, housing, healthcare, food, utilities. Once you have that covered, give yourself permission to enjoy some of your money. You worked hard for it. You deserve to experience some of the fruits of your labor while you're healthy enough to enjoy them. Always consult with a financial advisor for major decisions. But remember, money is a tool for living, not just surviving. At 30, I thought exercise had to hurt to work. At 73, I know that gentle, consistent movement is far more powerful than intense, sporadic workouts. The Wisdom Movement Routine. 1. Gentle shoulder release. Sit tall and slowly roll your shoulders up, back, and down 5 times. Then reverse. Up, forward, and down 5 times. Your shoulders carry so much stress from life's responsibilities. 2. Neck appreciation stretch. Slowly look over your right shoulder and hold for 5 seconds, feeling the gentle stretch. Look left and hold. Look down gently, then look up. Your neck has held your head high through every challenge. 3. Grateful heart opener. Place your hands on your chest and slowly open your arms wide, like you're giving the world a hug. Hold for 5 seconds, then bring your hands back to your heart. Repeat 5 times. 4. Wise warrior seated twist. Sitting tall, place your right hand on your left knee and gently twist to look over your left shoulder. Hold for 5 seconds. Switch sides. This helps keep your spine flexible and your perspective fresh. 5. Foundation ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly and make slow circles with your ankle, 5 times each direction. Switch feet. These ankles have carried you through every step of your journey. Remember, movement is medicine, not punishment. Your body has wisdom. Listen to it. Consistency beats intensity every time. If something hurts, stop. Even 5 minutes counts. At 30, I thought creativity was for artistic people. At 73, I know creativity is for everyone. It's how we make sense of our experiences and leave something beautiful behind. Creating your personal wisdom journal. This isn't about perfect writing or fancy supplies. It's about capturing the lessons you've learned so others can benefit from your journey. Step 1. Choose your format. A simple notebook from the dollar store works perfectly. Use your phone's Notes app if you prefer digital. Even loose pieces of paper are fine. The content matters, not the container. Step 2. Weekly wisdom prompts. Write 1 response each week. Something I learned the hard way that I want to spare others from learning the hard way. A mistake that turned out to be a blessing. Advice I'd give my younger self. A person who changed my perspective and how. Step 3. The story behind the lesson. Don't just write the wisdom, tell the story. Instead of don't stay in jobs you hate, write about the specific job, what made it awful, how you finally found the courage to leave, and what happened next. Step 4. Share when ready. These stories become gifts for your children, grandchildren, or anyone who needs to hear that they're not alone in their struggles. Pro tip for beginners. Start with just 1 story. Think of a time when something that seemed terrible turned out to be exactly what you needed. Write it like you're talking to a friend over coffee. That's it. You're a wisdom keeper now. The most important lesson I learned after 70 is that your experiences aren't just for you. They re for everyone whose life you can touch with your wisdom. The legacy reflection exercise. Think about this question. If you could sit down with every 30-year-old in the world and share one piece of wisdom that would make their journey easier, what would you say? Hold that thought in your heart for a moment. That wisdom exists because of every joy, every heartbreak, every mistake, and every triumph you've experienced. Your life has created something valuable that didn't exist before. 3 ways to share your wisdom. 1. The letter to your younger self. Write a letter to yourself at 30. Tell that person what you wish they knew, what they should worry less about, what they should pay more attention to. This isn't just therapeutic for you. It's a roadmap for anyone struggling with similar challenges. 2. The Family Story Project. Every Sunday, write down one story from your life that illustrates an important lesson. Maybe it's about the time you stood up for yourself, or learned to forgive, or discovered your own strength. These stories become treasures for your family. 3. The Wisdom Circle. Reach out to someone younger who's going through something you've been through. Don't give unsolicited advice, but when they're ready to hear it, share what you learned. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, "I've been there, and you're going to be okay." This week's Connection Challenge. Think of someone in your life who's facing a challenge you've overcome. Send them a simple message. "I've been thinking about you. If you ever want to talk about situation, I'm here. I've walked that path." Your wisdom is needed. Your story matters. Don't take it with you. Share it while you're here. Here's tonight's challenge. And it's beautifully simple. The One Thing Challenge. Before you go to bed tonight, write down one thing you know now that you wish you'd known at 30. Just one thing. It could be, worrying doesn't change outcomes. It just steals joy from today. The people who matter don't mind your imperfections. You're stronger than you think you are. Write it on a piece of paper, in your phone, or just say it out loud to yourself in the mirror. Then, if you feel moved to share, come to the comments and start with "at 30, I wish I'd known." And complete the sentence. When you share your wisdom, you're not just helping other people. You're honoring your own journey and all the growth it took to get where you are today. Sometimes the thing that feels obvious to you is exactly what someone else desperately needs to hear. Let's remember what we've discovered today. Your timeline is uniquely yours. The lessons you've learned through decades of living are treasures, not just for you but for everyone whose life you touch. The wisdom that feels obvious to you now was hard-earned through experience, and it has real value. Most importantly, the life you're living right now is the one you spent years working toward. Don't defer the joy, embrace it today. If these reflections resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other wonderful people find our community of wisdom keepers. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our weekly conversations. Share your one thing in the comments below. Your wisdom could be exactly what someone needs to hear today. Remember, you're not just getting older, you're getting wiser. And wisdom shared is wisdom multiplied. Until next week, be gentle with yourself, trust your journey, and know that your best chapters might still be unwritten. With deep gratitude for your wisdom,